Welcome back to CBA's edition of First Take. My name is Nicholas Ferrari, and I'm here with Frank Gio and Gavin McGaugh. Today we are going to be talking about something very relevant, the MLB postseason, specifically the ALCS, NLCS, and World Series. So far, we have the Yankees and the Guardians. Yankees are up 2-0 in the series, and in the National League, the Mets and Dodgers are tied. And it's been exciting so far. So first, we're going to get started talking about the ALCS. Who do you guys got winning so far? Of course, it's 2-0 for the Yankees. And how many games do you think they'll win?
Yeah, so I think the Yankees are looking strong right now. I think that their bullpen is kind of carrying. I feel like they're getting a lot of production out the bottom half of their lineup. But if they could get guys like Judge had the home run yesterday, but if Judge could keep on building off that momentum, Austin Wells in the 4th spot, if he could start producing more. Jazz Chisholm talking a lot. He hasn't produced at the level we expect him to. I think they could be a problem if they really get that going. I mean, they already are 5-1 in the postseason. So
yeah, that's true.
I think that, like he said, the bats got to start warming up. But Wells had a good at bat. It was his last one of the night. He had about 4 or 5 solid hits, and he lined out. But once the bats start moving and Judge is obviously heating up, hopefully, they're looking pretty deadly.
Yeah, no, I'd say, from what I've seen so far, our pitching is great, especially our bullpen. Weaver has been, locked down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think if our bats finally start producing, we get Judge start to go, and those back guys, like you were saying, Chisholm, Wells, those guys, if they start producing, we're going to be trouble for other teams.
Might have to change up the lineup a little bit. I mean, moving Stanton up maybe a little bit from 5 to 4 possibly.
I want Volpe higher up on the lineup because he's been a stud.
He's had a hit in I think every game almost, except for maybe one or something the postseason. So
yeah, if I had to say, I'd say Yankees in 5. If I had to make a prediction, I mean, I think the Guardians will win 1 just because it's really hard to sweep a team regardless. Yeah. But I think the Yankees will win in 5. Now, going to the National League. This one's more of a toss-up. I mean, the Mets kind of came in out of nowhere, snuck in to the postseason, and the Dodgers have been relatively dominant all season. What do you guys think? I'll start with you, Gavin.
All right, so the Mets, they have all the momentum in the world. The Dodgers, I mean, obviously, they have the Shohei Ohtani. Everyone loves Shohei. But he's not even playing that well. He has a 222 batting average right now. So, I don't know. I think the Mets will pull this off. Their bullpen and their starters are just phenomenal.
And how many games do you think?
6.
6 games.
Yeah, I mean, going off what Gavin said, I think the Mets are a really hot team right now. I think that you could kind of feel the vibe in New York right now. I mean, the Mets really want to get past this Dodgers team. They know they're the underdogs. They know they're also a really good team that's been, I think, the best in the league since June or something. So this isn't out of nowhere, really. The Mets have been good. So, I mean, I think they could get the job done. I think with their bats going, I think it's an offensive series. I think that the Yankees-Guardians is more of a bullpen series, but I think that the Mets definitely have the firepower to come through.
Yeah. How many games do you think?
I think 7. I think the Mets win 7.
Yeah, I'm going to play devil's advocate and say that the Dodgers are going to win. I mean, I genuinely think the Dodgers are going to win. I am a Yankees fan, and I would love Subway World Series, but I just see the Dodgers have too much talent for the Mets. Mets have been playing great baseball, and I do think it will go to 7, but I think the Dodgers will ultimately win it in the end. And based on our predictions, who do you guys have in the World Series, and what do you think it's going to end up being?
I mean, this is a tough one. As Yankees fans, it's hard to go against the Yankees. I think the Yankees, this is their year to get it done with all this talent on their roster. The Mets are a very talented team, but I feel like they're a younger team also. I think the veterans like Soto, Judge, Stanton, I think they're going to come through, especially with that bullpen. Clay Holmes, Luke Weaver.
Yeah, Luke Weaver's been dominant.
Clay Holmes has also been pretty good.
Yeah, Clay Holmes, and I think another guy who's went underlooked, Tommy Kahnle, had a really rough.
His changeup is gross.
Has had a really rough start to the season. Leads the American League in ERA in the postseason so far. So, I mean, I think in the month of September as well. So he's really had a comeback that he's been underlooked, and he looked great last night as well. Yeah. So
I want to go to the Guardians. One person I think is a huge problem is Jose Ramirez. every time he goes up, obviously we saw it yesterday against Weaver. He had a dinger to the right side of the field, but it's scary when he's up. He always battles. He stays in it, even if he's down 0-2. It's just scary. You got to be up.
No, yeah, I know, but I think outside of Ramirez, there's a couple good hitters in their lineup, but I don't see them. I mean, relating to the World Series, I see guys like Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor in the case of the Dodgers, Shohei specifically. Of course, he has a 222 batting average, but I think they'll eventually go up. But those types of guys they're going to be a little bit of a problem. But I personally think if I had to choose in the case of a Yankees-Dodgers World Series, it's really a toss-up. But I think I have the Yankees in 7 against the Dodgers. And both of you guys think it'll be the Mets. And I honestly think if the Yankees were to play the Mets in the World Series, I don't know, it scares me a little bit because the Mets swept the Yankees in the regular season.
Yeah.
And, I think one thing that helps us is having the fans on our side. I was actually at the game last night, and just the electric atmosphere. Yeah. Everyone was really in it, and 100% helped the Yankees win, having that momentum and having home field advantage, especially if they play the Mets. But that's another toss-up. But, I think ultimately the Yankees right now are the favorites based on how they've played.
Yeah.
So when Rizzo came back, I was a little bit like, but he's played 2 games so far. He's playing really well. He plays good first base, and his bat's pretty electric right now. So that's huge for the Yankees.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And down the line we'll go. I'd say I have the Yankees beating the Dodgers in 7.
So I have the Yankees beating the Mets in, I'm going to go with 6.
6, nice.
I'm going to be bold, and I'm sorry, Yankees fans. I'm a Yankees fan. Guardians versus Dodgers. Dodgers win in 5.
You think the Guardians are going to...
That's my bold prediction.
Oh, no. You think the Guardians are going to beat the Yankees?
I don't know. I hope not.
The Yankees are up 2-0.
I know. I watched them too, but
No,
that's my bold prediction.
All right. I mean, I don't see the Guardians. I think the Yankees are going to win in 5 minutes.
I mean, it's like a win-win situation. The Yankees win, I win, but then my prediction gets good if the Yankees lose. But
I think the team for the Yankees to worry about is probably the Mets. I feel like the Mets are really hungry right now.
I would agree with that.
And I think that the Yankees have the star power to go up against, any team in the league. I think the Dodgers are impressive, but I think that the Mets are playing with the most heart right now.
I think the Mets unfortunately have that dog in them right now.
Yeah,
so.
That's the thing. It's going to be a good World Series. That's why I'm really hoping for Yankees-Mets. Because I feel like it would be deeper than just the talent, But
we'll see how our predictions fare out. That is all for now. We will see you next time.